Lesson number 12. Our topic is word problems involving linear equation in one variable. At the end of this lesson, you will be able to expose yourselves in different types of word problem, then solve word problems involving linear equation in one variable. So we have different types of problems. Those are letter A, number relation problem, B, consecutive integers problem, C, age problem, D, distance or motion problem. Fifth one, money. Then sixth, mixture. 7, digit problem. 8, investment. 9, work. And 10, geometric problem. And so on and so forth. We have lots of mathematics word problems. Example, a number added to 4 times the sum of the same number and 7 is equal to thrice the number less than 36. Find the number. First representation. Let x be the number. Okay? Only a number. So ngayon, let's make the equation. I will translate one by one, ha? Kung anong basa, ganun ang sulat. A number, x, added to 4 times the sum of the same number and 7 is equal to thrice the number less than 36. A number added to 4 times the sum of the same number and 7 is equal to thrice the number less than 36. That's it. Then now, we have the equation. We need to solve for the value of x. First, remove the parentheses. So how to remove? Distribute 4 to each of the terms of the binomial inside the parentheses. So bring down x, then distribute 4 times x, positive 4x, then 4 times 7, positive 28, then is equal to, copy the rest. Then combine similar terms. So more likely, you're combining x's at the left side. So bring down x here, bring down positive 4x, then transpose negative 3x to the left. If you transpose, always change the sign. So it will become positive 3x, and then bring down 36 at the right, retain the sign, transpose 28 to the right, it will become negative 28. Then combine the left and the right side of the equation. So x plus 4x, 5x plus 3x, 8x. Then 36 minus 28 is also 8. Divide both sides by 8. Then cancel 8. Then x now is equal to 1. Final answer. Consecutive integers problem. Example. Given 4 consecutive odd integers where 6 times the second integer is 2 less than 4 times the largest integer. Find the third integer. When we say integer, an integer is just a number but should be exact. Exact number. Kuwari, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, lahat yun integers. Pag sinabi kong non-integers, yun yung mga decimal sa fraction. Yun yung nasa pagitan ng mga saktong bilang. Example, pagitan ng 1 sa 2, 1.5, 1 and 1/4. Yun yung non-integers. So, alam niyo na pag integers, saktong bilang. Okay? So, paano ito? Sabi ito sa problem, meron daw 4 na magkakasunod na odd number. Example, 1, 3, 5, 7. O example, 21, 23, 25, 27. Example, 33, 35, 37, 39. So, hindi mo alam kung ano yung 4 na magkakasunod na odd. Kung saan daw, yung 6 na beses daw ng pangalawang number sa magkakasunod ay equal sa 4 na beses ng pinakamalaki dun sa 4 na magkakasunod na yon, maminusan mo pa ng 2. So, yun ang ibig sabihin ng problem natin. So, ngayon, hindi natin alam yung 4 na numbers na odd na nawawala. So, ang gagawin natin, make a representation. But before that, I will make you a table wherein ito na yung fixed na ginagamit pag consecutive numbers. At consecutive odd or even numbers. Example, consecutive numbers nyo, 1, 2, 3, 4. O kaya pwedeng tatlong magkakasunod lang. O kaya pwedeng naman mag-start tayo ng 5, 6, 7, 8. O yan yung consecutive numbers. So paano mo siya i-represent pag hindi mo alam? So always remember, kung ilalagay ko dito yung 5, 6, 7, 8, so yung pinakamababang number, tandaan nyo, lagi siya yung let x. Lagi siya yung x. O, be the first consecutive number. Doon, lagi siya yung x ha, yung nasa unahan. Then, yung pangalawa, paano mo makukuha yung pangalawa gamit si x? Ano ba yung x natin? Example 5. Para makuha mo yung 6, dun sa x, mag-a-add ka ng 1. Kasi, kung i-assume mo na yung x mo 5, para maging 6 siya, di ba 5 plus 1? 6. Kaso nga, hindi natin alam na sagot ay 5. So, nilet x natin yon. So, para makuha mo yung 6, x plus 1. So, I hope you understood it. So, I will write here, let x plus 1 be the second consecutive number. So, ngayon, yung pangatlo naman. So, yun 7. From 5, paano ka makakapunta sa 7? Ilan yung pagitan? 2. So, yung third consecutive numbers lang, ang gagawin ko, x plus 2. Oh, ma'am, why? Because we know that our x is 5, sample. So, if x is equal to 5, to go in 7, 5 plus 2, 7. So, using x, because we don't know the number 5, so x plus 2. Okay? And then, lastly, kung may pang-apat ka pa, so lalagay mo x plus 3. Fourth consecutive. And so on and so forth. Kung wari, ang tatanong ng prof nyo, 5 numbers. So kung 5 numbers ang pinapahanap sa inyo, x plus 4 yung kasunod. Basta tandaan nyo, yung pinakamababa dun sa magkakasunod, lagi siyang x. O kung 6 yun, doon may kasunod pa, x plus 5. O like that. So burahin ko to, sample lang to. O, paano naman pag consecutive odd numbers? Ano ang ating gagawin? So, example ng consecutive odd, lagay ako dito, 5, 7, 9, 11. So, magkakasunod yan na, tama? Pwede rin naman mag-start ako ng 27, 29, 31. Diba? So, kahit anong odd numbers. So, ngayon, paano ko siya i-represent? So, let x be the first consecutive odd. So, para makuha nga yung 29, sabi nyo nga 27 plus 2. Para makuha yung 31, 27 plus 4. So, ibig sabihin, para ma-represent mo itong tatlo na to, yung kasunod, x plus 2. Kasi pagitan nila lagi, 2. So, lagay mo dito, second consecutive. Second consecutive odd. Then, yung pangatlo, pagitan niya sa pinakamababa, 4. So, x plus 4. Be the third consecutive odd. O, gusto mo, lagay ko pa ako dito, 33. O, mula 27, paano ko tatalo ng 33? So, plus 6. So, ngayon, our next consecutive odd should be x plus 6. And so on and so forth. Kung may kasunod pa yan, x plus 8, x plus 10, ganon. O, consecutive even. Example ng mga even. Ano ba? O, lagay ako dito sa baba. 2, 4, 6, 8. O, yan ang even ko. So, paano ko sila i-represent? Kung yung una mo na even ay 2, I told you, let x be the first consecutive even. How about the next one? How am I going to get 4 given 2? So, I will add 2 again. Kasi the difference between even numbers are 2, even in odd numbers. So, ibig sabihin, same ng representation yung add sa ka-even. Always remember that, ha? Second consecutive. Okay, so x plus 4. Third consecutive even. Then x plus 6. And so on and so forth. Kung 5 yung pinapahanap sa inyo, mga kasunod, x plus 10, x plus 12, like that. So, lagi ka mag-start sa x. So, ngayon, Proceed na tayo dito sa problem. So I will just copy again this problem and move it in the next page here. Here is the question. Given 4 consecutive odd integers. So ngayon, anong representation nun? So ang representation nun, mathematically, eto na. Fix na to sa lahat ng odd. So lalagay ko dito, representation. Ayan. So, gamitin na natin yan. Given 4 consecutive odd integers were 6 times the second. So, alam nyo, ang second, nakalagay naman second consecutive, di ba? So, lagay natin, translate natin. Dito tayo magsisimulang mag-translate. Ayan. Hanggang dito. Ito lang naman yung equation eh. Yun ay underlined. So, 6 times the second. Ano ba yung second natin? X plus 2 is 2 less than 4 times the largest. Di ba pag less than pabalik? Saan namang largest dito sa apat na magkakasunod? Siyempre yung x plus 6. Siya yung pang forte. So siya yung pinakamalaki. Done! That's the equation. So ang hinahanap, what is asked? Find the third integer. So, this is the question. Okay? Solve this equation. Distribute 6 times x, 6x. Then 6 times positive 2, positive 12 is equal to 4 times x, 4x. Then 4 times 6, positive 24 minus 2. Then combine similar terms. So, bring down 6x. Transpose 4x to the left. It will become negative 4x. Then, combine all the numbers at the right side. Bring down 24. Bring down negative 2. Transpose 12 to the right. It will become negative 12. Then, 6x minus 4x, 2x. Then, 24 minus 2, 22. 22 minus 12, 10. Okay? Divide both sides by 2. Then, cancel now 2. So, x now equals 5. So, yan pala. Okay? O, paano po yung third? If x is equal to 5, substitute natin siya dito. Di ba x is equal to 5? Tama? Ito ay yung sagot nasa left side. Sinusulat ko. So, ano yung kasunod? 5 plus 2, 7. O, 5 plus 4, 9. 5 plus 6, 11. O, ano ngayon ang pang third? Therefore, the third consecutive odd integer is 9. Final answer. Always remember, before I proceed, ito na yung fix na gagamitin. Pag consecutive numbers, walang pagitan, x plus 1, x plus 2. Eh, what if, ma'am, ang tanong, consecutive multiple of 5? Lagi ka pa rin mag-start sa x. Tapos yung kasunod, x plus 5. Yung kasunod, x plus 10, x plus 15, x plus 20. And what if, ma'am, consecutive multiple of 3? So, dapat, ang representation mo, yung una x, o di ba 3 yung pagitan? So, x plus 3, x plus 6, x plus 9, x plus 12, x plus 15. So, ganun ang representation lagi. Age problem. Bads is 5 years older than Dong. Thrice the sum of their ages is 57. Find their ages. So, si Bads daw ay mas matanda ng 5 taon kay Dong. 3 beses daw ng sum ng edad nila ay equal sa 57. Pag inad mo daw yung age nilang dalawa, pag alam nyo yung edad nila, i-add nyo. Tapos ito times nyo sa 3. Pag pinerform nyo daw yun, ang sagot 57. Ano yung mga ages nila? So first, make a representation. You need to represent the first sentence. My question always, ang magiging x nyo dito, kung ano yung hindi subject. Pag hindi siya subject, siya yung x. Bads or Dong? Mathematically, that is Dong. Kasi Bads yung subject natin sa sentence eh. So, lagay natin dito, let x be Dong's age. Okay? How about Bads' age? O ano ba sabi kay Bads? Si Bads daw ay matanda na 5 taon kay Dong. So, kung ang edad ni Dong ngayon ay x, So, para mapakita mo yung edad ni Buds, ma-represent mo siya, so x plus 5. Dagdagan mo lang yung edad ni Dong. So, Buds age. Okay? Now, this second sentence is the equation. So, through this second sentence, we can form the equation. So, ma'am, paano po? Equation. Ang gagamitin natin yung representation ng edad nila ha. Ito yung mga edad nila, hindi nyo pa alam. So, merong representation. So, thrice the sum of their ages. Ano ba edad ni Dong? X. Anong edad ni Buds? X plus 5. Dire-diretso lang yan. Wala nang mga parentheses sa loob. Basta alam nyo, yung X na to, nag-iisang solo, edad siya ni Dong. Yung X plus 5 na yan, edad siya ni Buds. Pag daw tinatlong beses nyo nang multiply yung sa sum nila yung edad, equal daw yun sa 57. Ayan. So, yan yung equation. Solve for X. So, 3, combine X muna sa parentheses. So, X plus X2X plus 5. Then, is equal to 57. Then, distribute 1 by 1. So, 3 times 2X, 6X. 3 times 5 is 15. Then is equal to 57. What we need to do, bring down 6x, then bring down 57, transpose 15 to the right, it will become negative 15. Then, combine the numbers at the right, 57 minus 15. So, that is 42. Okay? And then, bring down 6x, divide both sides by 6. So, x now is equal to 7. Yung 7 na ito na na-compute natin, ito yung age ni Dong. Substitute nyo siya dito dun sa representation, yung value ni X. Palitan nyo yung X ng 7. O, paano na may edad ni Buds? Di magiging 7 plus 5. So, anong edad? 12. So, ito yung edad ni Dong, ito edad ni Buds. O, para malaman kung tama, i-check natin. Checking. So, sabi daw, 3 beses daw ng sum ng edad ni Dong sa ni Buds ay equal daw sa 57. So, 7 plus 12, 19. 19 times 3. 3 times 19, 57 is equal to 57. Check. So, we're right that their ages are 7 and 12. To solve for distance problem, use the formula distance is equal to rate times time. Rate is also called speed. And when you were in lower year of your high school, your teacher supposedly taught you about this triangle. Wherein, you will put here above D, which means distance, S or R, the speed, and T is the time. O, pwede mo siyang gamitin R. Pag sinabi kasing rate is speed din yun eh. O, RT. Okay, ano po pong purpose ng triangle na to? Para maka-form ka ng formula. Pag hinahanap mo distance, anong formula? Ito times mo lang yung nasa baba. Speed times time. O, yan ang unang formula. Pag hinahanap mo yung speed, o, i-divide mo. Distance divided by time. O, when you're looking for the time, so the formula is distance divided by speed or rate. I hope you remember. Example, 2 cars for 20 kilometers apart travel towards each other. They meet after 3 hours. Assuming they started at the same time, what is the speed of the 2 cars if one of them travels 30 kilometers per hour faster? Meron dalawang kotse. Ayan. Manggaling daw sa magkaibang direksyon. Ang layo daw nila ay 420 kilometers. Ayan, sa isa't isa. Travel towards each other. So, itong car na ito, papunta dito sa kanan. O, papuntang east. Itong car na ito, papuntang west. O, ayan. Okay? So, ngayon, dito sila magmi-meet. So, magmi-meet daw sila after 3 hours. Okay? So, assuming they started at the same time. Kuwari, saktong 3 hours. Kuwari, nagsimula silang nagbiyahe, 10. O, alauna, sabay sila magmi-meet. So, parehas yung time nila na 3. What is the speed of the 2 cars? O, what are, mali yung English? If one of them, ano daw speed ng dalawang sasakyan, kung yung isa daw doon ay mas mabilis ng 30 kilometers dun sa isa. So, pag faster, I told you plus. So, ngayon, representation muna tayo. Gawa muna tayong table. Una, sabi sa problem, they have the same time. So, lagyan na natin parehas 3 hours. Fix na yan. Okay? Tapos, ano pang given sa problem? Parehas yung kanilang kilometers eh. Ano ba yung apart nila? 420. Anong tawag dun sa 420 kilometers? Yung layo sa isa't isa. Total distance yon. Total distance ang tawag doon. So, I will insert another row. And then, I will write here total distance. Anong total distance ng dalawang sasakyan? Magkalayo. 420 kilometers apart. Ayan. Ma'am, bakit po nasa baba? Kasi ang purpose natin that class dito, makakuha tayo ng representation ng distances nila. Nung first car saka second car. Okay? Kasi pag nakuha natin yung representation ng distance nila, pag inad natin yung representation na yon, may sum na tayo, 420. Kasi sabi total distance eh. So pag total naman, alam nyo, pina-plus. So ngayon, ano yung rate nila? So ang rate nila, malalaman nyo dito sa the speed of two cars if one of them travels 30 kilometers faster than the other. Diyan pa lang, may hint ka na. So, alin sa dalawa pwede mong gawing X? So, para mas okay, kung ano yung nauna, siya na lang lagi si X. So, first car X. So, tandaan nyo, kahit alin sa dalawa pwede maging X. Okay? So, ayun second car, assuming na lang natin, mas mabilis daw ng 30 dun sa naunang car. Ano ba yung speed ng first car? X. So, para mapakita natin na mas mabilis ng 30 kilometers per hour, X plus 30. Ayun. Okay? So, ngayon, kailangan na natin kuhanin yung distance. So, apply natin yung formula ng distance sa taas. Ano bang formula ng distance? Rate times time or speed times time. So, ibig sabihin, etong magkasunod na to, pahalang, ita-times lang natin sila. Tapos yung sagot dun sa tapat. O, etong x na to, ita-times mo sa 3. So, x times 3, 3x. So, lagay mo siya dito, 3x. Then, x plus 30 times 3. O, i-distribute nyo na. 3 times x, 3x, plus 3 times 30, 90. Naintindihan niyo po ba kung ano yung tina-times ko? Yung naka-highlight ng red, yung pahalang. Pahalang ha. Ayan. So, meron na tayong total distance. Makakapag-form na tayo ng equation. So, dito tayo sa baba. Solution. So, ano bang distance ng first car? 3x. Nasa table yung last column ng table. Kikokopyahin ko siya pababa. Tapos, pagpaplasin ko. May total kasi. So, 3x. Then, plus, ano yung second car distance? So, 3x plus 90. Ito yung first car ha. Ito yung second car. Para hindi kayo nalilito. First, second. Pero hindi ko nalalagyan ng parenthesis kasi pag-a-addin mo naman lahat is equal to 420. Okay? O, pagsamahin na. So, 3x plus 3x, 6x equals 420 minus, ililipat yung 90 sa kanan. 420 minus 90. So, that is equal to 330. O, 6x. Divide both sides by 6. Cancel 6. So, x now is equal to 55 kph. Kuha? So, ngayon, isubstitute natin yung naging sagot natin. Yung naging x, 55 kph. O, kaninong speed yun? Ito dun sa ating table, x now is equal to 55 kph. And yung x plus 30, palitan mo yung x ng 55. So, 55 plus 30, 85 kph. So, those are the speeds of the two cars. O, money problem. To solve for money problems, the total value of the money, or V, is equal to the denomination D times the number of pieces N. That is given by the formula V is equal to Dn. Okay? So, yan ang formula. Ma'am, ano po ba yung total value of money? Yung kabuang halaga na lahat ng pera mo. Example, may denomination ka na may hawak kang tigpa 500 sa katigwa 1,000. O ilang pirasong 500 yung hawak mo? Ilang pirasong 1,000 yung hawak mo? Anong total nun? Anong total value pag inad mo lahat yung halaga? Magkano pera mo? So, yun lang yun. Okay? So, number of pieces, kung ilan yung hawak mong pera, pwedeng barya, pwedeng buo. Kung ilang peraso. Tapos yung total value, yung halaga lang. Pag pinag-add-add mo yung magkano pera mo. Okay? Example. Clea has some 50 peso bills and 100 peso bills. The number of 50 peso bills is 5 more than thrice the number of 100 peso bills. If the total value of the money is 2,000 pesos, how many pieces of each kind does she have? I will explain in Tagalog. Kasi Clea daw, meron daw siyang mga buong pera. Na kung saan yung papel niya, binubuo lamang ng pulang pera na buo, saka kulay violet. So, alam niya naman na 50 pesos yun, saka 100 pesos. Okay? Yung bilang daw ng piraso ng 50 pesos niya ay katumbas ng 3 beses pala ng 100, 3 beses ng 100, plus 5 pa. So, ngayon, kung ang kabuang halaga ng perang hawak niya ay 2,000, so, tigi-ilang piraso yung 50 niya at tigi-ilang piraso yung 100 niya na hawak. So, yun ang hinahanap natin. Number of pieces. So, ngayon, gagawa tayo ng table. Katulad nung kanina. What we're gonna do? O, di ba may formula tayo dito? Anong formula ng value? Denomination times number of pieces. So, ito times lang natin ito magkatabi. Pahalang. So, let's multiply. 100 times x. Ito ha, hina-highlight ko siya ng, ayan. 100 times x, 100x. Tapos, 50 times 3x plus 5. Distribute isa-isa. So, 50 times 3x, 150x. Tama? Plus, 50 times 5, 250. So, I hope you get it. Then, the total value is 2,000 pesos. Yan daw yung kabuang halaga. So, ngayon, itong ginawa ko na to, representation pa lang ito. Representation. We will form now our equation. Because we're given the total value, just add the value. So, we need to add this downward, the last column. I will highlight blue. I-add mo siya pababa. O, ano yung una? Value ng 100 peso bill, magkano lahat? 100 times x plus value ng 50 peso bill. Kopyahin nyo na lang, walang parentheses. 150x plus 250. Ma'am, saan po nang galing? Ito po, I just copied. Yan, hinighlight ko. Okay? Next, total na halaga, 2,000. Solve for x. Write equal sign. Combine similar terms. Bring down 100x. Bring down 150x. Then 2,000 transpose 250 to the right. So 100 plus 150, the rest 250x. Then 2,000 bawasan mo ng 250, 1,750. Divide both sides by 250. Cancel 250, so x now is equal to 7. Ayan. So ngayon, ito yun. Nakikita nyo ba itong binibilugan ko? Yan yung mga hinahanap natin eh. Kasi ang tanong sa problem, how many pieces of each kind? Di ba ito yung number of pieces? So, isubstitute na lang natin. So, itong 7 na naging sagot natin, siya yung number of 100 peso bill. How about yung ating 50 peso bill? Anong formula? 3x plus 5. Replace x by 7. So, 3 times 7 plus 5 is equal to 3 times 7, 21. 21 plus 5, 26. So, ito naman yung number of 50 peso bill. Ayan. So, final answer. Yung isa 27, yung isa 26. Ma'am, paano malalaman kung tama? Checking natin. Yung total value niya, 2,000, no? So, alam natin, 7 piraso yung yung tig-100. Tama? Plus, 26 piraso yung tig-50. Anong total nilang halaga? 2,000. So, 7 times 100, 700. Plus, 26 times 50. 1,300. Kapag pinag-add nyo ba, 2,000? Oh, yes. Kaya tama nga na yun yung mga nawawalang sagot. To solve mixture problem, remember the following formula, which is V is equal to A times C, where A refers to the amount of solution. So, amount of solution is either alcohol solution, acid solution. Expresses either mass or volume. C refers to the concentration of solute, either sugar, salt, acid, alcohol in the mixture. And V is the actual amount absolute in the entire mixture. So, how are we going to solve this problem? Example, how many grams of 60% salt solution must be added to 60 grams of 10% salt solution to make a 30% salt solution? So, what I'm going to do, I will do box method. Kunwari, meron akong container. So, bawat box katumbas container. How many grams? Diba? How many grams? Do you know the number of grams? No. So, this is your X. Tama? How many grams o X grams of 60% o sa baba? Salt solution must be added to 60 grams of 10% salt solution to make. Pag sinabing to make, always remember equals yon. To make a 30% salt solution. Ma'am, ano po ilalagay dito? Anong lalagay lang dito? Yung sum nung X saka nung 60. Diba? Operation plus. So, X plus 60, yun yung total. So, X plus 60. Ang hinahanap natin, yung grams of salt na gagamitin natin para sa 60% salt solution. Para maka-form tayo ng 60% salt solution. So, ang gagawin ko lang dito, ita-times ko lang siya. Pababa. Yung bawat nasa container. Example, cancelin nyo lahat ng percent symbol. Okay? 60 times X, 60X. Kuha nyo? So, plus 10 times 60, 600. Diretso tina-times ko lang siya. Tapos, ito, didistribute nyo isa-isa. 30 times X, 30X. Plus, 30 times 60, 1,800. Then, solve for the value of X. Bring down 60X, transpose 30X to the left. Then, bring down 1,8, transpose 600 to the right. It will become negative. As you transpose, change the sign. If you didn't transpose, just copy, bring down. 60X minus 30X is equal to 30X. 1,8 minus 600, that is 1,2. Divide both sides by 30. 30. Cancel 30. So, X now is equal to, cancel 1, 0. 120 divided by 3. So, kailangan nyo ng 40 grams of salt solution, of 60% salt solution, is required to mix with the other solution in order to have a 30% salt solution. So, yan ang final answer. Okay? So, digit problem na tayo. Ma'am, ano po ba ibig sabihin ng digit problem? Pag sinabing digit problem, pag meron kang malaking number, ang importante doon yung place value ng bawat digit. Okay? So, let's say for example, kunwari ang number kong ilalagay dito ay 27. Yan. So, alam natin, yung 7, ang place value nito ay ones or unit digit. Then, this 2 is tens digit. Tama ba? O, pag may kasunod ka pa, kunwari gawin ko itong 527. So, alam niya itong 500 place value. And so on and so forth. Basta whole number. So, ngayon, sabi daw sa problem, example, basahin natin yung problem ha. Basta alam nyo, yung nauuna lagi sa kanan, unit or ones digit. Yung kasunod yung lagi tens. The sum of the two digits of a two-digit number is 12. O, example, ano ba yung mga digits na ansam niya ay 12? 57. Example, 84. Because if we add the digits of these numbers, the sum is 12. If the digits are reversed, kung pagbabaligtarin daw ito, kunwari ang original number mo is 57. Pag magbabaligtarin mo daw yan, yung equals daw dapat sa the resulting number is 15 more than twice the original. Dodoblehin mo daw yung original. Ano ba original? Example, 57. Dodoblehin mo daw yan, magpa-plus ka pa ng 15, dapat equals dun sa reverse. Ganun ang ating point. Kung wari, itatry ko 39 class. 39. Ito yung orig, reverse, 93. So, sa problem, if the digits are reversed, ito yung equation natin, yung second sentence. If the digits are reversed, the resulting number, pag sinabing the resulting number equals yon, is 15 more than twice the original. Ano ba yung original? Example, 39. I-times natin to. 2 times 39. 78. 78 plus 15. Wow! So, nakita nyo, napansin nyo? Sumakto. Tumamang 93. So, it means trial and error. Makukuha mo na agad yung sagot. Basta naintindihan mo yung question. So, ang tanong sa problem, what is the original number? So, ano ba ang original number natin? 39. Final answer na pala to. Ganun lang. Ma'am, paano po pag ililet x? So, ganito. Una, representation. So, example, meron akong number na 57. Kuwari 39 na lang. Yan. Yung 39 na to, pag siya inisa-isa ko, by place value, ito ay nanggal sa 10 times 3 plus 1 times 9. Kasi, di ba yung 30 dito, pag dinisect ko tong 39, yung tens digit, ito times mo siya syempre sa 10. Kaya 10 times 3. Yung ones digit, ito times mo sa 1. Kaya 1 times 9. So, when you add this, that's 39. Okay? So, ngayon, pag representation, let x be the unit digit. Ganun muna. Kung x unit digit, di ba meron ako ditong 39. Ina-assume ko yung 9 unit digit, di ba? So, yung 3, tens digit. Paano ko sila i-represent? Let x be the unit digit. Kuwari yung 9 na to. Paano ko makukuha yung 3? Para makuha ko yung 3, ano ba sum nila? Di ba 12? So, 3 plus 9 equals 12. So, kung alam natin, yan yung x na 9, siya yung unit, para makuha yung 3, 12 minus 9. So, it means, ang representation mo, 12 minus x. Kasi alam natin, yung 9x muna. Kung wari hindi nyo alam. So, yung 9x. Lagay ko siya dito, ha. Itong 3, 12 minus x. Tapos, yung 9 na ito, siya yung x. Eh, kung alam mo na yung sagot, kung wari alam mo yung x mo ay 9, 12 minus x be the tens digit. Okay? So, alam natin, times 1 pala yung unit. Yung 10, tens digit times 10. So, para kung makuha yung original, to get the original, ang gagawin ko lang, yung 10, ita-times ko sa 12 minus x. Plus, yung 1, ita-times ko sa x. Kasi ones digit eh. So, yung 1 na to, pwede naman siyang invisible. So, I can remove 1. Pag reverse naman, pwede mo silang pagpalitin. So, yung x, ang ita-times mo naman sa 10, plus, yung 12 minus x na tens digit, ang ta-times mo sa 1. So, diretso na lang. 12 minus x. Pwede ko naman lagyan ng parentheses. So, these are the representation. Nakukuha? So, apply ko na sa word problem. So, equation. Ito ang inyong gagawa ng representation. Ito. So, sabi, if the digits are reversed, so ang reverse natin ay 10x, lahat to taken as 1, kinokopya ko dun sa label, dun sa representation, 10x plus 12 minus x. Okay? That is equal to twice the original number or 15 more than twice the original number. So, pwedeng pabalik. 15 more than twice the original number. So, ano bang original natin? So, 10 times 12 minus x plus x. O, yan ang equation. So, pag kinompute nyo to, 10x plus 12 minus x is equal to 2. Unahin nyo muna yung nasa parentheses. I-distribute isa-isa. Okay, 10 times 12, 120. O minus 10 times x, 10x. Then, copy positive x. Okay, then close plus 15. And then afterwards, bring down 10x plus 12 minus x is equal to 2 times 120, 240. So, minus 20x, distribute, isa-isa to, plus 2x plus 15 is equal to, lahat ng x pagsamahin sa kaliwa. So, 10x minus x plus 20x, bababago sign, minus 2x. Then, 240 ibababa sa kanan. Plus 15 binaba sa kanan. Yung 12 lilipat sa kanan. So, magiging negative. So, 10 minus x. 10x minus x. 9x. 9 plus 20. So, that is 29x. Minus 2, 27x. Is equal to 243. Divide both sides by 27. So, cancel now. So, x now is equal to how many? So, lalabas dito ay 9. Ayan. So, palitan nyo na itong mga digits na to. Diba, nakalagay dito x is equal to 9. O, ano yung isa? 12 minus, ano ba yung x natin? 9. So, 3. O, di pagsunurin nyo sila. 39. O, yan talaga ang final answer. So, ganyan siya kino-compute. Ito yung equation nyo. So, your equation will be this. This one. Ganyan siya kahaba. Next problem. Investment problem. To solve for investment problems, remember the formula. Interest is equal to principal times the rate times the time. The time is in terms of years always. So, when you want to convert the time into months, multiply by 12. Into days, multiply by 360 for ordinary interest. Example. Ronald invested a certain amount at 12% interest rate. He invested 3,000 pesos more than the first amount at 10% interest rate. So, how much did he invest at 12% interest rate if after a year, the income from the two investments were the same? So, in our given problem, Ronald, nag-invest siya sa dalawang account ng money. Sa first account, mayroon siyang 12% interest rate. Yung pangalawang account, nag-invest siya ng money ng mas mataas ng 3,000 with an interest rate of 10%. Let's say, for example, yung amount of money niya, 10,000 saka 13,000. So, kung makikita nyo, kung i-compare nyo, mas mataas yung 13,000 na principal investment dun sa pangalawang account. So, example, ang in-invest nyo dun sa first account ay 10,000 na may 12% interest rate. Yung pangalawang account, 13,000 na may 10% interest rate. So, the question, magkano ang in-invest niya dun sa 12% interest rate after a year? Na kung saan, the income from the two investments were the same after a year. So, what we're looking for? We're looking for the amount of money he invested at 12% interest rate. So, that is our x. So, siya si x. Lagyan niyo siya dito. And then, how are you going to represent the amount of money he invested at 10% interest rate? So, if x is the representation for 12% interest rate, edi sabi, di ba sa 10%, sabi sa problem, mas mataas ng 3,000 dun sa naunang account, dun sa in-invest niya sa 12%. So, kung ang in-invest niya sa 12% ay x, para mapakita mong mas mataas ng 3,000, just add 3,000. That's it. That's our representation of our principal amount. Okay? So, yung rate, let's put it here. Meron tayong table. We need to create a table wherein our table, principal times rate times time, nasa dulo yung interest. Okay? So, fix muna natin yung rate. First account, 12%. So, gawin na lang natin siyang decimal. So, 0.12. Second account, 10%. So, gawin natin decimal, 0.10. Paano ba ginagawang decimal yung percent? Move the decimal point 2 places to the left or just divide by 100. Then, the time, after a year, the income from the two investments were the same. So, after a year, parehas 1 year yung minature nung kanilang pera. So, principal. O, magkano ang in-invest niya dun sa 12%? X. O, next, yung sa second account, magkano? Nakalagay na representation, X plus 3,000. Ayan. Then, sabi dun sa problem, para maka-form ka ng equation, you need to consider this. After a year, the income from the two investments were the same. So, equate mo lang yung parehas nilang interest. O, paano mo makukuha yung interest? Wala. Gamitin mo yung formula ng principal times rate times time. Okay? Na ang formula ng interest ay principal times rate times time. So, i-multiply mo lang ito pahalang. Okay? So, x times 0.12 times 1 is equal to 0.12x. Next, second account. X plus 3,000 times 0.10 times 1. So, i-distribute mo yung 0.10 sa bawat term ng principal. 0.10 times x, so 0.10x plus 0.10 times 3,000, 300 of course. Ayan. So, since the account will have the same income after 1 year, then interest earned from the first account is equal to the interest earned in the second account. To form the equation, just equate them. What are we going to equate? This two, the interest. Ayan, the one that I highlighted. We will just write 0.12x is equal to 0.10x plus 300. Solve for x. Para hindi tayo mahirapan, ng mano-mano ang pagko-compute, i-multiply muna natin na kung saan, i-multiply natin sa number para mawala yung decimals. So, dahil 2 decimal places yan, i-multiply natin both sides by 100. Dahil decimals yung ating given, multiply both sides by 100. 100 times 0.12 is 12x. Is equal to 100 times 0.10x is 10x. 300 times 100. 3 times 1. 3. Add 4 zeros. Ayan. Then, combine x's at one side. So, let's combine this at the left. So, bring down 12x. Then, transpose 10x to the left. Then, bring down 30,000. Then, subtract 12 minus 10, 2x is equal to 30,000. Divide both sides by 2. Cancel. So, x now is equal to 15,000 pesos. So, ano ba yung tinatanong sa problem? How much did he invest at 12% interest rate? Ito na mismo yon, x. Saan mo ba makikita yon? Ito, sa principal. Yung first account, ito. Yung x mismo. Therefore, 15% was invested at 12% interest rate and substitute nyo lang yung x dun sa x plus 3,000. So, 18,000 at 10% interest rate. But we're looking for the 15,000 only because that is the question in the problem. In work problem, to solve for work problems, use the formula work is equal to rate times time, where W represents the work done and that is always equal to 1 whole. Ang isang trabaho ay isang buo lamang, which is 100% done pag natapos mo. R is the rate of work. Rate of work, yun yung hours na nagtatrabaho yung tao. Para ma-convert sa rate, example, 5 hours ka nag-work, ang rate mo, ang kaya mo matapos ng trabaho in 5 hours, so ang rate mo, 1/5. Kung kaya mo matapos ng trabaho ng 2 hours, so ang rate mo, 1/2. So, yun ang ibig sabihin ng rate. Kasi pag hours lang, time yun. And the time required to do the work, yun yung sinasabi ko. The rate is simply the reciprocal of the time needed to do the entire job. Yun nga, kung 2 hours ka nag-work, kaya mo matapos yung work, so 1/2 yung rate mo. Get the reciprocal of 2. Example, Sean can complete an art project in 2 hours, while Brad can complete the same project in 3 hours. If they work together in the same project, how long would it take for them to complete it? So, gaano daw ba katagal para matapos nila yung work? Pag mag-work silang sabay. So, yung rate ni Sean para makatapos ng work is 2. Rate ni Brad is 3 para matapos yung project. Yun yung hours nila mag-work. Time yun. So, para ma-convert sa rate, gawin nyo siyang fraction. 1/2 saka 1/3. So, we have the solution here. Pero meron akong shortcut pag ganito yung klase ng problem. Pero dapat ma-consider mo muna yung mga assumptions na ganito. Una, kailangan sa problem mo, given yung rate ng dalawang tao. Applicable lang siya sa dalawa. Then, dapat ang nakalagay mismo na problem, work together. Yun ang keyword doon. They work together. Okay? So, para ma-solve, just simply multiply their hours that can finish their jobs. So, 2 hours for Sean, then i-multiply mo dun sa hours na kayang tapusin ni Brad yung work. So, 3 hours. Then, i-divide mo lang sa sum nito. So, 2 plus 3. So, 2 times 3 is 6. 2 plus 3 is 5. So, yan na mismo. That's improper fraction. Change to mixed number. How many 5 you can get into 6? 1. How many left? 1 and 1/5. Hours. Kasi lahat naman ng given ay hours. Convert this 1/5 hours into minutes. So, we have 1 hour and paano man mag-convert ng hour to minutes? Multiply by 60. So, 1/5 times 60. 60 divided by 5, 12. So, 1 hour and 12 minutes. They can complete their tasks if they work together in the same project. Pag solo-solo sila mag-work, si Sean, kaya niya matapos 2 hours. Si Brad, 3 hours. Pag magkasama sila, 1 hour and 12 minutes lang tapos yung work. So, yan lamang yun. Geometric problem. To solve geometric problems, recall formulas for the perimeter, area, and volume of different geometric figures and basic geometric relationships. Example, perimeter ng square. 4-sided yun. Di 4 times side. Kasi pare-parehas equal yung side eh. Perimeter ng rectangle. 2 times length plus 2 times width. Meron naman nung formula sa internet. Makikita nyo naman. Kahit dun sa mga notebook dati nung alam nyo ba yung graphical notebook na color green nung mga high school tayo. Sa likod nun, nandun lahat ng formula. Volume, area, perimeter. Problem. What is the area of a rectangle if its width is 6 less than its length and its perimeter is 60? Hinahanap mo yung area, pero ang given mo dito ay perimeter. May computation na ng perimeter which is 60 centimeters. So, para makuha natin yung area, kailangan malaman natin yung dimension ng rectangle. Ano bang sukat ng dimensions nila? Pero may binigay lang na representation dito. If its width is 6 less than its length. So, mathematically, between the two dimensions, our x is length. Kasi siya yung hindi subject nung statement na yon. So, let x be the length. So, mathematically, sabi daw, para makuha yung width, its width is 6 less than its length. So, pabalik ang pagsulat. So, para makuha natin yung dimensions, gagamitin natin yung perimeter value. At gagamitin natin yung formula ng perimeter ng rectangle, which is 2 length plus 2 width. 2 times length plus 2 times width. So, substitution. So, if I will solve it here separately, though you can see the solution, it's like this. Using the formula for the perimeter of rectangle, which is 2 times length plus 2 times width, we know that the perimeter already is given by 60 centimeters. So, 2, we don't know the dimensions, but we know their representations. The substitution, ano ba yung representation ng length? X. Representation ng width, x minus 6. Let's solve for x. So, 60, 2x, distribute 2 times x, positive 2x, 2 times negative 6, negative 12. Then, combine x. Right side na lang, kasi nandun naman eh. 2x plus 2x, 4x. 60. Then, yung negative 12 lipat sa kaliwa, magiging positive doon. So, 72 na siya dito sa kaliwa. 4x, divide both sides by 4. Then, x now is equal to 18. Which is 18? Substitute in the representation here. 18 is the length. How about the width? The width is, replace x by 18. 18 minus 6, 12 centimeters. So, ito na yung mga dimensions. Alam nyo na. So, pag alam nyo na yung dimensions, makukuha nyo na yung area. Ano bang area ng rectangle? Length times width. Substitution. 18 times 12. So the answer now is 216. May sagot sa baba. Therefore, the area of the rectangle is 216 square centimeters. So paano po siya sinusulat pag symbols lang? 216 cm squared. Area. Final answer. So I hope you learned this now. Thank you, class. And good luck to your final test. This will be our last lesson. So I hope you learned something from the whole semester that I discussed. Math in the modern world, in the sense that I chose those topics that you can apply or you can use in your everyday lives. Okay? Thank you.